Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. How many times have you encountered a person who said to you that reading improves your language? Reading improves your fluency, your vocabulary, and many more things. But you always wonder, how do I get into the habit of reading? There are generally three kinds of people in the world. One, who love to read each and everything from books to magazines to newspapers to editorials, you name it, and they would surely have read it. Second are those who read and read a lot, but they are only restricted to books or to a particular genre like sci fi, young adults, thrillers, horrors, etc. And then third are the ones who do not read at all. Now, if you belong to the third category, with an exception that you are trying to read, every year, like most of the people, you decided to read a certain number of books. But like any other resolutions, it became an unaccomplished word. So cheer up, I have got you covered. I have got some practical approach which I use to cultivate a reading habit, and that is what I am going to share with you today. So in this video we are going to look into how can you develop a constant and consistent reading habit in which you enjoy the process, especially if you are drifting away from your reading goals. The very important thing, however, in this process is you must need a willingness from within to read the books. Like you're not forcing yourself to do something, rather you're enjoying the process of reading. So if you are that person, continue watching this video, and also don't forget to stay till the end where I've mentioned a few books which you can read as a beginner. So let's dive into step 1. Determine your reading goal. Now there are going to be two sets of reading goals. The first one is a yearly goal and the second one is a daily goal. So let's start with the yearly goal. So having a yearly goal means a certain number of books that you are going to read this year. It could be 6 books, 12 books, 18 books, or whatever the number that suits you the most. But always remember to have a realistic goal, a realistic number when you're just trying to get into the habit. Don't go overboard saying you'll be reading 72 books or 100 books a year. So your goal should be realistic, something that you enjoy, not something that burdens you and you simply start avoiding it. If I have to have a recommended 12 books a year is pretty much fine. And then you can always increase this number if you accomplish your that goal. But in general, reading one book a month is something that you can easily accomplish even if you are one of the most busiest person in the world. And this can be done by applying the second sets of goals, that is the daily reading goals. So we are using the daily reading goals or the second set of goals to maintain a consistency in the habit of reading. While the first one, the yearly goal, will guide you throughout the year. You have to complete at least one book in a month. And then the second goal will help you to maintain a consistency throughout the year. So in the daily goal, you have to set out a particular number of pages that you are going to read every day. I would recommend that at least it should be 10, but you can also go for 20, 30, or the ones which suit you. This is something that you have to work out for yourself. You have to look for which works best for you, and you can select that particular number. But once again, I'm saying be realistic. Don't go for 100 pages a day. Obviously, you can go ahead if you can, and if you accomplish this, that would be really great. But not accomplishing that goal would certainly act as a burden and will break your consistency to cultivate this reading habit. So in general, this daily goal should not be an obstacle or burden to your habit. I would say you can go ahead with 25 pages a day. It is the most suited number. I will do it till today. I try to read at least 25 pages, and most of the days the numbers goes beyond, but at least 25 pages I have to read daily. So this is the daily goal I have set out for myself. So 25 pages is pretty easy. You can maintain it very easily even if you have a pretty hectic day. You can still try to read 25 pages a day, and most of the time you can accomplish it. If you feel that 25 pages a day can do nothing when you have to read 12 books a year, or if your goal is much more than that. So let me tell you, 25 pages a day makes a 50 pages every couple of days, 100 pages in every 4 days, and 1000 pages in every 40 days. So reading 25 pages can make you accomplish larger goals in small chunks. Rather reading the 100 pages, the unrealistic goal you set. So start with something realistic. Choose something small and follow it consistently, and that will make a big change. Now here's a note. Do avoid procrastination. If you are reading 25 pages a day, those 25 pages should be done in that day only. You're not supposed to go like, okay, I couldn't read 25 pages a day. No worries. Tomorrow I'll be reading a 50 pages day. Tomorrow I'll be reading a 50 pages. The day after that I'll be reading 75 pages. It doesn't work like that. 25 pages a day means 25 pages a day. So if you can't read it on a particular day, it doesn't mean the next day you have to read 50 pages to supplement that. It should be only 25 pages itself. Because if you keep doing that, 25, 50, 75, 100, it will keep on being a burden, and then you will ultimately drop the idea of reading. So 25 pages a day is what you should stick to. The second one is making a list of books for each month. So once you are done with setting up your reading goal for the year, now you need to back it up with the books. Look for amazing books, read reviews, go through Goodreads. Ask your family, friends or someone who enjoys reading or is way too much into reading. He or she will recommend you some of good books. But prepare a list. It allows you to stay organized. For example, if you have to read 12 books a year, so you should at least have 5 to 6 books or 8 books that you are going to read that year, more of which you can fill later on. But not having a single book is kind of a trouble because you don't know what book you are going to read next. And this will break your consistency. 2 or 3 days you'll be spending what book should I read next, what book should I read next. And then the chain of consistency, the 25 pages a day, that consistency gets broken down. So not knowing what to read next, not having it ready, kills your momentum for a steady reading habit. You must have heard about the 21-90 rule. That is, if you do something for 21 days continuously, it becomes a habit. And if you do it constantly for 90 days, it becomes a lifestyle. So that is what it takes. You have to read 25 pages each day for 21 days and it will sort of become your habit. Then you will automatically continue reading more and more books. But if you continue this process for the 90 days, it will end up becoming your lifestyle. And no longer you will have to force yourself, okay, that I today have to read 25 pages a day, I haven't read it. You will automatically read that. You will not certainly find how did you manage the time, but you will definitely read the 25 pages a day. The third one is always carry a book with yourself. Now you might ask, why do you need to carry a book always with yourself? When you're going to meet a friend, when you're going on a lunch or when you're traveling, certainly not be having the time to read the book. So what is the need to carry it? But who knows, you might get a couple of minutes to read that book while waiting for that particular friend, while waiting in the restaurant for the lunch, while traveling when you have nothing else to do. So in all these situations, instead of scrolling through the social media on our phones, you can simply start reading the book. Even if you read half a page, one a page, that would be great. So these are the few minutes which we waste every day, and when we start reading in those few minutes also, so we'll start utilizing them. And any kind of realization, you will be able to achieve your daily goal. So in general, reduce your screen time, pick up a book instead. There is also another benefit of carrying a book around with always yourself, because we certainly meet the kind of people who we want to avoid. Books happen to be one of the greatest way to avoid people in a positive way. Now if you feel that paperbacks are heavy, books are heavy, they are hard to carry always, then you can simply go for an ebook reader like Kindle. Or if you are limited on the budget, you can go for the Kindle app and literally have your own library anywhere. The next one is the most important one, and it is the realization that it's completely okay to quit a book. So understand this. The fundamental motivating force for you to reading is that you are enjoying the book, that you are enjoying the process. But what about the situation becomes converse? You are reading the book, you're not understanding something, you're not enjoying or you're not loving a particular character, you're not enjoying the book. So how are you supposed to move forward with the book? How are you supposed to move forward in the story? How are you supposed to turn the pages when you are not enjoying the book? So reading a book which you are not enjoying and forcing yourself to read it just for the sake of finishing the book is actually breaking down your momentum. Your motivation for reading is getting fade away. You can simply put that book down, you can quit out that book. People might say that once you start a book, you need to finish it. You should not quit the book in between, but there is no rule that says that. Even if there is no harm in breaking that rule. You are quitting that particular book for a more better book. So understand this, realize this, unless and until you quit a bad book. I'm sorry I'm saying to say this bad book since we are not resonating with the book. You will not be able to find a book that you can resonate well with. The book we will be able to enjoy. So it's no harm to quit a book in between and to never finish it then, but to start a new book. Fifth one is enjoy the process, try to love the process of reading, discover more genres of the book, read a lot of fictions, non-fictions, biographies. You can also highlight the words which are new to you or whose meanings you don't understand, so that will also improve your vocabulary. But then enjoying reading or enjoying the process of anything, not certainly reading the book, is the key to success, is the key to cultivate the reading habit. So I hope by following these 5 simple rules, you will be able to cultivate a reading habit. So once again, I'll go through them. Set your goals, the daily goals and the yearly goals. Have a list of books what you are going to read. Always try to carry a book with yourself, and it's completely okay to quit a book, and it's completely okay to not finish a particular book, and then enjoying the process of reading. So these are the 5 keys. As promised, here are a few books which you can pick if you are just getting started. The first one is The Animal Farm by George Orwell. Okay, so this book is my favorite. I recommend it to everyone, and I do not get tired talking about this book. Okay, this book is so good. So you can always start with Animal Farm by George Orwell. The next one is The Train to Pakistan by Khushwant Singh. The third one is The Kite Runner by Khalid Hosseini. Even all the books of Khalid Hosseini, you can start with any of the book of Khalid Hosseini. Even The Thousand Splendid Sun is a great. The Mountains Echoed is great. So you can go with any one of them. The fourth one is The Hungry Tide by Amitav Ghosh. I read this book very recently and this book is just so good. The story, I'll not be giving any spoilers. To know the story, you have to read the book. The first one is you can go with any one of the Amish Tripathi's book, the Shiva Trilogy or the Ramchandra series, anyone, whichever you want. So this sums up our today's video. I hope you find this useful, and if you do, consider subscribing the channel and press the bell icon next to it, like the video, and you can also tell me in the comment section which book you are reading currently, or you can even recommend me the books. So see you soon. Bye bye.